For the 2023 season, Bürstner has brought out these, what I term the VW genre, the VW camper van. But this VW camper van is actually made by Ford. It's on the Ford Transit Custom. And the reason for this, I think, and it's just my opinion, but I think Ford has been more successful in getting over the supply difficulties which were created by COVID, and that is why you see lots and lots of vehicles on the Ford platform. And also, I'd have to say, in my opinion, there are some brands such as Trigano, which has made a particular brand on it, so a vehicle called the Panama, to make up, to do something with the fact that they can get their hands on Fords. Anyway, this is a Bürstner vehicle. I'd have to say, to start off with, it does look rather cute. I like the color scheme. The one over here certainly is a color scheme which strongly reminds one of the VW camper. But now, it is of course under 5 meters, 497 centimeters, 199 centimeters in width. It is just a car that has some camping facilities, and so I'm now reserving the word camper van for those which I'm a bit of a doubt on this one, but though it must have a toilet, must have a shower, must be self-contained for me. But having said that, look at that, to call this a car at the same time with a kitchen block like that, you won't find in any other vehicle that I know of, that I can think of off the top of my head, a kitchen block looking like that. This, however, does have a price of a camper van, looking at 70,000 euros for this. Right, so let's start with this actually, because I quite like the way that this comes out like that. This also, I mean, for a vehicle of this nature, there's a lot of storage potential in there. Now, one of the things though that happens is that people often use the toilet down here, and you're not going to fit a toilet in there, or indeed under there, and you're not going to fit a toilet under there either, one of these porta potties. You can do what I did when I lived in a van, and that was to get a plastic jar. So why doesn't this open? There's a very good reason. It opens from the top, and it's something which does come in handy from time to time. There you go, an enormous fridge from Isotherm in a vehicle of this nature. It also has here Webasto heating, which I no longer recommend. I didn't recommend it before, but now I suggest you don't get Webasto heating. There's others which are either far more cost efficient or far more reliable. And here we've got a control panel from Shout, which has been on the go for many years, and it works well, and so why change it? Dometic, seen all this before like this, so that's quite standard. One thing I would like to point out though is that what we're seeing now is the difference between the gas burners, the space difference between getting larger, which is a good thing. So anyway, there you go, a bit of advice there, not to leave things hanging over the cooker when it's in use. There you go. Also maximum size for the pans, 220 millimeters, 150 millimeters. So that's reasonable pans, reasonable sizes. As with most, or nearly all in fact, but not all, there's one captain's chair. This one doesn't turn around, as you can see from the position of the brake. But you've got two USBs to charge your phones up from there, and obviously there'll be the choice of batteries and something like this. That fridge, well, it's a new fridge, it won't take that much power, but I mean it'll take a bit of power. Bed comes forward, sleeps two here, sleeps two in the tent in the roof. I have strong doubts over tents in the roof, but that is not a subject for this video. That deserves a separate video all of its own. And let's come to the back. So you got a bit of storage there. Now, fill water here, Now I did say about the shower, but I don't consider an outside shower to qualify for that of a camper van. So you can get an outside shower on a car. In fact, I had one that truck drivers used once. Right, and here, right, so your hookup goes in there, but lovely colour scheme. So we've got another one here, Copa C500. This is a people carrier, and so but with the same kitchen block. Let's have a look at some of the details here. We're looking at over 70,000 euros for this, and I mean the rest is 25,633 on extras. That's why it costs so much, but most of these extras you're going to need, and including the electro packet. I can't see how you're going to manage without some Webasto diesel heating, 1,890. Well, okay, you could use a different brand for a fraction of that price. So, and have almost the same effectiveness or the same effectiveness. Now in this case here, with all these seats in the back, so six seats, 4 sleeping places in a tiny vehicle without a toilet and a shower. So that's a bit of a squash, to say the least. So I've given you my opinions there. Now, of course, you know, we've got to make this very clear. It's horses for courses, and this may be just what you need. Maybe you've got a garage, maybe you need it for your daily use, and you have to go into some low bridges or something like that. If you're buying this as a camping vehicle, then that is definitely not a good idea. But if you're buying it for other uses as well, and it has the additional benefits of a camping vehicle, then I would say, okay, well, fair enough. For 70,000 euros, you can still buy a proper camper van. But with that proper camper van, you might not be able to fit it in your garage, your underground parking, or your whatever. So all of these things I think that one has to consider. But as far as looks go, I think that really looks very nice. That definitely appeals to me. So I know it's wrong to buy a vehicle because you like the colour, but in this case I hope say that I like the colour. I like the colour schemes. I think the paint job is wonderful. In fact, I wouldn't mind a paint job like that on my own vehicle. Absolutely outstanding. Good, so this is Caravan Salon 2022, so 2023 range, as we can see here. Caravan Salon has, we're seeing this year a bit of okay, it's grown over the previous 2 COVID years, but it's nowhere near as big as 2019, in my opinion. And anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that interesting. I've got lots of stuff relating to motorhomes on this channel, and so you possibly, if you're looking for a motorhome, then you might actually find what you're looking for. I live in the vehicle. I've lived in the vehicle now since 2011, so I've got a vague idea what I'm talking about. And if I don't have an idea, you know, there's lots of people talk to me, and I take their comments on board. Thanks for watching.